Hey everybody, this is Marcus. Marvel Comics is going to do a Planet of the Apes story, and I cannot wait to see this story, you guys. It's going to be amazing. As a matter of fact, it's been since 1975 that they've actually done a Planet of the Apes story. So it's very captivating because it definitely has some elements from the previous films that actually came out in the 1960s. So I'll definitely talk about that. As a matter of fact, I have several of the issues. I have one issue right here that actually came from Adventures Comics. This is actually part 1 of 4 of the Planet of the Apes story, and this is definitely pretty cool. So not only has Planet of the Apes has been done by Marvel, but they've also crossed over with DC as well. As a matter of fact, it was Cornelius, who's the head scientist of the chimpanzee monarch. He actually wore the Green Lantern ring, and he became a member of the Green Lantern Corps of Hal Jordan briefly. So they've not only crossed over with Marvel, but they've also crossed over with DC as well. IDW Publishing pretty much produces the Planet of the Apes story. So it's a very popular franchise, and it's one of my favorites. I've always been captivated by this series growing up as a little kid. And of course, seeing all the movies and the animated series and the TV specials. There's a couple of the TV specials that I haven't seen before, but I'm definitely going to check them out for sure. But they're definitely one of my favorites for sure though. So, but yeah, the original movies, including the one that actually kicked off the remake in 2011, is definitely the best. On top of that, in the original series or the original movies of Planet of the Apes, you have intelligent simians that basically have already taken over the planet. They actually became more intelligent the more they started working out with humans. But then the origin of the remake from the 2011 film starts off when basically there was a virus that took place. Is the reason why it basically allowed the simians to gain intelligence. So, but that's pretty much how it actually started. But anyway, as far as like how the origin story goes, it's definitely the best regardless though. So, but we're actually going to read an article from comicbook.com about the story, so I'll get into all this and more. But before I get started, I want to give a special shout out to Max Dude and the Yo Video Games crew, especially for the background music. This is actually Precious Hearts, which is from Sakura Stage from Street Fighter EX3. Definitely one of my favorite Street Fighter games for sure. Not to mention, I've been a Max Dude fan since day one. I love his video game content, so I want to give a shout out to Max, his wife Jessica, their baby Ripley, and their friends Simmons, Steve, and Kenny. You guys rock, man. So down the road, I definitely want to meet you guys and collab with y'all as far as talking about video games and comic book stuff too. So that would be awesome. So if y'all see this video, this is for you guys for sure, guys. So all right, so let's get right into it. So I got the article right here. This is actually from comicbook.com. So I'm gonna go ahead and check it out and read it. So this is what it says. And I quote, Marvel Comics have released their April 2023 solicitations, which offers some actual details on the new Planet of the Apes comic series that the publisher has been teasing for nearly a year. Though the initial teaser image for the series teased a setting within the continuity of the original Planet of the Apes franchise, Marvel's solicitation confirms that this comic is set within the continuity of the new trilogy of movies and the upcoming Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So that's basically going to be the next series or the next movie, which is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So that's going to be pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing the trailer for that. The first line of comics description teaches the spread of the ALZ-113 virus, the key component from the rise of the Planet of the Apes that gave the apes their intelligence and resulted in humanity perishing. Written by David F. Walker and will feature artist David Watcher on interior art, the full description for the first issue reads, A new era of apes kicks off with part 1 of Devolution. The ALZ-113 virus has rampaged across planet Earth, and humanity is crumbling. While well-meaning researchers hunt for a cure, a fanatical group of humans has their own solution: kill all apes. Peacekeeper Juliana Taboon is one of the few willing to stand against them, but the crisis is spreading, and soon apes will witness the true depths of human cruelty. Notably absent from the artwork and the solicitations are mentions of Andy Serkis character Caesar, though there are some great-looking apes on the cover with badass weapons. Writer David F. Walker wins not pinning hit titles like Bitterroot, Power Man and Iron Fist, Nighthawk, Luke Cage, and Occupy Avengers, has past experience with the Planet of the Apes. For Boom Studios, Walker previously wrote the crossover event Tarzan on the Planet of the Apes and the miniseries Planet of the Apes Ursus, following the classic character from the original movies. He also wrote the War for the Planet of the Apes tie-in comic, set between the events of 2014's Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and 2017's War. Dave Watcher's work as an artist has been at multiple publishers, but with Marvel, he's been responsible for interiors on X-Men, Legends, and Iron Fist, Heart of the Dragon. He also has a lot of experience with other licensed titles at Marvel, penciling Star Wars, The High Republic, Trail of Shadows, and Aliens Aftermath. For IDW, Watcher previously worked on Godzilla titles as well as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So this is going to be a really great series, though. So besides Andy Serkis, who played Caesar, of course, Roddy McDowall played Cornelius and the son of Cornelius and Zira, Caesar, in the original Planet of the Apes movie. So basically, if we look at the entire franchise as a whole, I know I'm going to actually mention just the first 5 right here. So the first 5 series, of course, Planet of the Apes, the first movie, came out in 1968, and then Beneath the Planet of the Apes came out in 1970, and then we have Escape from the Planet of the Apes, 1971, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes in 1972, and Battle for the Planet of the Apes, 1973. And of course, the book is actually, the movie itself is based on the original novel written by Pierre Boulle, which of course is called La Planète des Singes, which of course is Planet of the Apes in French. So it was a graphic novel which was written by Pierre Boulle. So it's basically translated as Planet of the Apes or Monkey Planet. So, but then 1963 was when Pierre wrote the book, and then of course 5 years later the movie came out, which stars Charlton Heston and then Kim Hunter, who played Zira, and then Roddy McDowall played Cornelius though. So, but all of these movies are actually really cool. There's a few TV specials that I haven't even seen just yet. For example, the series Planet of the Apes, which came out in 1974. Of course, Roddy McDowall stars as the character of Cornelius, or basically one of the apes there, and the director is Don McDowell. So I've seen a few episodes. I'm gonna go back and watch them again for sure. And then there's also behind the scenes as far as like how all the actors put on their ape makeup. This is actually pre-CGI, so it's actually pretty cool how they took out their time to pretty much like know the behind the scene details of how they put on their ape makeup, because you got chimpanzees, orangutans, and you also have like gorillas as well. So they're all separated in different hierarchies. Like the gorillas are considered to be like the generals, the orangutans are scholars, and then you have chimpanzees who are scientists. So they're pretty much like branch out. And then of course there's also the Planet of the Apes animated series that came out in 1975 through 76. That's a good one too. Definitely one of my favorites. And then there's a TV movies as well. Like for example, you got Back to the Planet of the Apes, you got Forgotten City of the Planet of the Apes, and you got Farewell to the Planet of the Apes. So all those two, except for Farewell to the Planet of the Apes, actually has Roddy McDowall in those as well though. So, and then of course there's a 2001 movie, Planet of the Apes, with Mark Wahlberg, which is kind of like the elements from the classic movie, but even though it didn't do too well in the box office, but it's still a guilty pleasure in a sense though. But on top of that, it's pretty cool. Not to mention, of course, I'm a fan of Mark Wahlberg too. Marky Mark, you know, the two Marky Marks here, you know. But anyway, they're pretty much been made into movies and TV movies as well. And then, of course, if we want to talk about the 2011 film, which pretty much kicks off the remake of the franchise, Andy Serkis, James Franco was in the first film. Basically, how the virus came about, and then it turned all the apes into intelligent simian creatures and then taking over the planet. So, and then on top of that, you have the background story, The Genius of Andy Serkis, which is basically a short, how he actually got into the character of playing Caesar. A New Generation of Apes is one of them as well, Before the Dawn. So then you basically have Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and then it goes all the way to War for the Planet of the Apes. And then the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is going to come out. I'm not sure what date it will be. I'm sure more than likely once we get information about this, I'll definitely tell you guys about it, and I'll be the first one to report it as well and talk about it. But once we get more information about the next Planet of the Apes movie, it's definitely going to be pretty cool though. But all in all, you guys, I'm definitely excited to see what Marvel Comics is going to do with their creativity or their version of Planet of the Apes, because again, it hasn't been done since 1975, which of course the title is called The Adventures of the Planet of the Apes. So again, I'm definitely excited, you guys, to check out what Marvel's going to do with their franchise as far as like Planet of the Apes concerns though. So, but all in all, you guys, it's definitely one of my favorite franchises. I'm looking forward to seeing it, you guys, and it's definitely going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to pretty much like going ape to check out all of the series, of course, so it's definitely going to be awesome. I'm going to get more titles and looking forward to them all, you guys. So, but what do you guys think? You guys excited for Planet of the Apes? Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. You guys mean everything to me, and for those who are new to my channel, can you do me a solid? Make sure you like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications whenever I drop a video, and we're going to always keep this thing rolling, you guys. Thank y'all so much for your support, and once again, shout out to Max Dude and the Yo Video Games crew for the background music. I love video games, I love comics, I love Max Dude and the crew. You guys are amazing, seriously, you guys. So just again, shout out to you guys for the music. I'm looking forward to collaborating with y'all down the road. That's actually a dream right there though. So, but again, you guys rock. As Max will always say, shine on. But in the meantime, guys, I love y'all. Excelsior. Be good to each other. Love each other. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one.